Driving across the country again, guys. I'm heading west. I'm on the summit of one of the passes in BC. There's snow up on top of the passes. So it's a winter wonderland up here. I've been driving for 3 hours so far. 3 hours on the road, coming down off one of the highest passes in BC. You can see the snow on the side of the road. It was a winter wonderland on top, but now I'm going downhill for the next 30 kilometers, heading into the valley, which holds the beautiful town of Osoyoos. What am I doing on the road, you guys are asking? I started in Fernie, British Columbia, and I drove to Nanaimo, British Columbia, which was exactly 935 kilometers in one shot. How many miles is that? I don't know, 600, something like that. And it includes a 2-hour ferry ride, because Nanaimo is on Vancouver Island. 2-hour ferry ride off the coast, the western coast. It's family and friends, guys, family and friends, and doing favors. About 3-4 months ago, a family member moved to Nanaimo, and I helped her move. It's the artist that does our all the emotes and all the t-shirt designs and all the merch designs on in the Klaus Kellerman Teespring store. She moved to Nanaimo, where all artists live. And so she had a bunch of stuff to take there, and I helped her move. And I took my big truck, my 2003 Nissan Xterra, pulling a trailer and filled like to the brim like Tetris. And we drove out there and helped her move. And then I flew back, and I let her keep the truck. I said, keep the truck, because she has her own little car, which I'm driving right now. But we needed the truck to move her out there. Then I came back. Now a few months have gone by, and I said, well, I will drive now your car out there, pick up my truck, and drive my truck back. So why not drive 935 kilometers there and then 935 kilometers back for me? But she's got my truck, and I want my truck back. And I love the drive. This is pretty much halfway. I'm nearing the halfway mark. I started from the top of the pass where it was snowy, and this is all downhill that you're viewing here. And you can see it's the snow is disappearing, and it's getting a little wet, and it's going to get warmer and warmer. Starting at the top of the pass was about -6 degrees Celsius with snow. Trucks were pulling over to put their chains on. It was, it's a snowy pass. There's a little bit of snow on the left there. And as you head down off the mountain, it gets warmer and warmer. By the time I get to the valley floor here, which has a beautiful lake, town of Osoyoos, and probably the warmest lake in Canada. I kid you not, that's true. It's either Lake Osoyoos or Christina Lake, one of these lakes in these valleys here. And there's vineyards all along. The lake and the river system provides good irrigation, and there's farms, vineyards and fruit farms, and all sorts of, you wouldn't expect it, but it's in this microclimate that it's a desert. It's a scorching desert in the deep valley. There you can see the lake if you observe it. So it's absolutely amazing. You can be in Osoyoos. It's going to be probably about 14-15 degrees Celsius. It is winter, and it's going to be about 15 degrees Celsius. As I double it and add 30, it's going to be about 60 degrees Fahrenheit down in the valley, and below freezing with snow up on the mountains. So I'm doing the trip, and I'm just I do these trips, and I just daydream. I listen to music. I come up with different stupid ideas that I want to work on. I find it therapeutic, the driving. How about you guys? What have you all been up to? Just chat with you for a while here while I drive. Have you ever just watched a driving video? Well, I'll just let you watch some driving for a little while. The scenery is just spectacular. I can't let you just watch driving. I'm just not that type of person. I just can't keep my mouth shut. I have to speak. I have to talk. It's been just a lot of work. I guess it's not work. It's just life, I guess. I had to do the trip out to Ontario twice so far to be with my mom and my dad. And mom is doing a lot better. She's been home now for a couple of weeks from the hospital. She's had that procedure on her back to actually what they did is they fused a couple of the discs. They didn't fuse the disc. I don't know, they injected something like a cement something or other into the disc to strengthen it. They did that to 2 of her discs. And now the pain's, she doesn't have as much back pain. And she's just improving dramatically being home. She was turning into a zombie at the hospital, so that's good. And I've been back there twice, and I'm actually planning another trip in about a couple 3 weeks. And now helping out here, delivering a vehicle. And I always like a good excuse for a road trip, but I was nice enough to let her use my truck for the move, and I didn't want to drive back and leave her vehicle-less. So she's had my truck now for a couple of months, and I need my truck back because it's winter is coming, and I need my big 4x4. And I'm still in the market for a new truck. Can anyone give me some suggestions? I'm driving a 2003 Nissan Xterra, complete with rust, and just everything's falling apart except the engine, which is the way I like it. Look at that. Osoyoos Lake down there. We're still descending. Isn't that amazing? You know who's going to like this? Are there people from Germany watching? Apparently, Germans love this place. There's a lot of Germans that actually live here and that came and are running vineyards. Germans love the mountains. There must be some Italians too. I mean, if there's grapes involved, I have a lot of Italian friends, and that's usually what they tell me when you tell them if you should go there. This is a nice place. You should check it out. The first thing they ask is, well, can you grow grapes there? And if the answer is no, they're not interested in going. They say if you can grow grapes, then it's a nice place, which I thought was pretty smart. So that's what my life has been, guys. I just seems like I'm always on the run or on the road, and I'm doing my best to keep the World of Tanks videos on my other channel going every day, and I've made an effort to make those with proper commentary, not just Twitch clips. I had to resort to just Twitch moments for a couple of weeks there when I was really dealing with my mom and I didn't have time to record. But now they're full commentary, back to the glory days. And I want to keep making videos on this channel of just my adventures and my thoughts, but it's just been so busy. The one thing that I have to thank is some of you who've been watching this channel. This channel, I really appreciate those of you who hit the join button and became channel members, which really takes some pressure off, because channel members, guys who hit the join button here and are contributing monthly, just a small amount, are really making it I guess a lot easier for me, knowing that there's a base of viewers that makes this channel worthwhile. I want to keep posting things. Anywhere I go, anywhere I travel, we're going to do it. We're going to do some videos on the adventures. For this one, let me know what you think of the scenery. Let me know what road trips and what holidays, or what we call them, staycations in Canada. When you're going to go somewhere but you don't leave the country. This is the new vernacular since we've had COVID, that people are saying, well, we're going to do a staycation, which means we're going to stay in our country. But we have such an amazing, huge country that even if we're not allowed to travel, coming to places like this or traveling around, we have so many options that it's not so bad for us if we don't travel. But I am planning on doing some traveling soon. And well, let me know what you guys are up to, whether you've got the travel bug again, whether what places you've been to, what you're going to be up to. Maybe you're going to go somewhere for winter to get some sun and fun, get some sand under your feet. Let me know, and leave some suggestions in the comment section on maybe some topics you'd like to hear about, or anything. Some feedback in the comments would be fantastic. And I'll read all your comments on this one and get a kind of a flavor for what you guys are thinking. And once again, those of you who subscribed as channel members, who joined, I really appreciate it. Okay, there's been some of you that have, and the guys with the emotes beside their names in the comment section are channel members. And I know a lot of it's funny, some channel members, they sign up and they support your channel. They don't leave comments, they just want to support, and I think that's very nice. If you don't leave that's great. You know, it's everyone's some of them are in there every video leaving comments. Some don't. Everyone's different. It's an amazing world. Guys, we're still going downhill here. I'm going to keep talking the whole way. This is something like 20 miles. I was going to say 35 kilometers, 20 miles straight downhill with sometimes 9% and 10% grade. You can't see it when you're just looking out, but we're going steep downhill the whole way here. And now we're in the valley. We're pretty much in the base of the valley. Look at it, it's desert. It's like there's these runaway lanes there to the right. It says that's for trucks. If their brakes overheat, they ditch over there. And here we are in the valley. Osoyoos Lake in front of us. Beautiful, isn't it? I'm gonna have to stop for a coffee here. Okay, I just pulled over for a rest. Actually, I didn't pull over for a rest. I started driving at 6 a.m. I stopped at Tim's and had a huge coffee. And I've been driving for 5 hours. Oh, I almost exploded. I had to stop to take a leak. Okay, let's get back in and go. Well, guys, you see some weird things here. I'm in the valleys now, and I just drove through a little town in BC. And they have a sign before you enter the town that says 50 kilometers an hour when children are on a highway. A big sign. 50 kilometers an hour when children are on highway. And what? First of all, why the hell are children on the highway? Why are they ever on the highway? And number two, if I saw some children on the highway, I sure as hell wouldn't like drive towards them at 50 kilometers an hour. I'd stop. 50 kilometers an hour when the children are on the highway. Other than that, you can speed. The speed limit's 60 through the town. 50 kilometers an hour when children are on the highway. What are these people? The sign should say, when children are on the highway, stop, get out of your car, grab the children, and get them off the freaking highway. About 300 kilometers later, guys, we are just on the outskirts of Vancouver. We're coming across the Port Manly Bridge here. This is the Pacific Ocean. Whistler is just to my right, north, about 100 kilometers. Heading across this bridge, and then we're going to get on the ferry and take the ferry across the, I'm not sure what the strait is called, Strait of Georgia? Juan de Fuca Strait? The strait. The water between the west coast of Canada and Vancouver Island. Vancouver Island is huge. It's a big island. And that's where Victoria is, that's where Nanaimo is, and that's where Tofino is. Some fantastic kayaking, and that's where the artist lives. So that's where I'm going. Ferry is next. And of course, now down at sea level, the weather's so much nicer. This is just leaving the ferry terminal. We're going to cut through the Gulf Islands. And we're heading to Vancouver Island. Thanks for joining me on my little, I thought I'd share this with you guys. Some of the scenery. All done in, this was one day. Woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning and did the whole thing in one shot. Arrived. I had to wait for the ferry for about an hour and a half. But we're going to get there just as the sun goes down. And I'm going to enjoy my week visit. And I will be back. And there will be more videos coming. We'll read the comments and hear what you guys have to say. I will catch you on the next one.